Robin, thanks for coming in. We've got a sense there of what it looks like, but talk us through it. Tell us what people are going to see.
Well, a shooting star, a lot of people haven't seen a shooting star, and it looks just like that. It looks like one of the brightest stars in the sky, or maybe one of the fainter ones, has just come loose and dropped out of the sky. And you can never tell exactly when one is going to happen, but tonight there is going to be a particularly large number of them because we are ploughing through, the Earth is ploughing through a stream of these little tiny meteoroid particles, which are the particles of space dust that cause these shooting stars, these meteors. As they come in through the Earth's atmosphere, they burn up and they cause a streak of light lasting only maybe half a second or even less. Sometimes they leave a train behind them which can last a few seconds. So it's like a firework, nothing like as colourful, but the great thing is that it's a free spectacle. It's nature's own fireworks, if you like, and that's a lot more magical than anything you can buy in a shop.
Now, this does happen pretty regularly, doesn't it, every year? So why are we getting so excited about it this year?
Well, the Perseids come along this time each year, but quite often there's a moon in the sky, and if there's a moon, you can't see the very fainter ones, so you see fewer numbers. But tonight, weather permitting, of course, the moon won't be in the sky, and we should have really dark skies. Try and get out into the country and look up at the sky. Anywhere in the sky, it doesn't have to be a particular direction, although try and avoid actually the northeast, which is where they're coming from, because where they come from over in Perseus, the trails are quite short, whereas any other part of the sky, they're much longer. So look up at the sky when it gets properly dark. Towards the later night and in fact into the early hours of the morning, numbers will increase and you'll see these things dashing across the sky. And of course what happens is you say there's one, and all the people around you say, well, I didn't see it. So you've got to keep a look of the sky and don't let your attention waver, don't fall asleep, and wrap up well, because it can get pretty chilly in August.
And the reason you say there's no moon is because it's a new moon, and that's why it's so dark. Yep. So that makes it particularly spectacular.
We haven't lost the moon.
No.
It's just,
I was also reading, I did. Thanks for that, Roy. I was also reading, you think we might be able to see the International Space Station as well tonight?
That's coming over right at the start of the, just as it gets dark, about 10:30. In fact, I think it starts to come over from the west, just below the bright star Arcturus. If you look to the west, there's a brightish star just about sort of a short distance above the horizon. That's Arcturus. Below that, it will start to come across, and it will get to the south point about 10:30 or 10:31. And then it will fade away because it's passing into the Earth's shadow. And as you see that point of light moving steadily through the sky, it's the brightest thing in the sky, bar any planes, but it really is bright. And remember, there are 6 people on board, and they're about 400 miles away from you. And as it fades out, it's probably getting over Eastern Europe. So it really is dashing through the sky, 18,000 miles. To us, it just looks miles an hour. It looks like a point of light going through the sky. It's well worth a look at.
And just briefly, Robert, is it true, are people in cities going to be able to see anything tonight, or is it just people in the countryside? Are they going to get a better view?
The Perseid meteors have quite a lot of bright meteors among them, so the brighter ones you will see from anywhere. I don't recommend Piccadilly Circus as a viewing point, I must say, but if you are in the town, get out into the parks or whatever and look at as much of the sky as possible, and you would see the brighter ones, so it's well worth a look.
OK, and remind us of the best times?
Any time, as soon as it gets dark, but towards after midnight and into the early hours of the morning, that's the best time. You might see as many as one a minute. So just keep looking, you may see more.
Will you be watching?
Oh, if I can, but I fear it's going to be cloudy in the south of England, so people in the north have got the advantage this time. OK, Robin, really good to talk to you. Thanks for coming in. Robin Scagell, Vice President of the Society for Popular Astronomy.